2 of those double pulleys and some rope. The advantage of a block and tackle, let me take you over here and show you this one, is you see where that rope goes through that tube? I don't know if it's focused on it. If you pull that tube that way, it pinches the rope and locks it so it'll hang right there like that. And then you just kind of yank the rope back that way and it'll release it, and then you can lower it down. I'm not going to have that advantage with this system. The pressure or the weight will always be on the rope, and I'm going to have to find a place probably on that beam up high there to tie off to keep it hanging. Let me sit down in that chair right there and I'll show you how I'm going to rig this rope. Okay, let's string this thing up. I've got the 2 double pulleys. They will actually be like this. And the rope, this will be the top one. The rope will come up and go through there, come down and go through this one and around and back up to that one, back down and through here, and then the end of the rope, most of these type pulleys have a place right here in the middle to tie your rope off. Well, this one doesn't have it, so I'm going to tie it off somewhere up above the pulley, maybe back a little bit from it. So it has to go in here. See if I can do this so we can both see it. Through here, back up and through here, down through here. Now this end will go up and get tied off. Now the way these things work, and I'm just guessing because I'm not ropeologist here or pulleyologist like John would say, but for every foot you pull on this, it would only raise it up, what, 4 inches? Because you divide it by 1, 2, something like that. Basically it just multiplies the power that you're putting into it. It multiplies it and we'll lift it up. Now a lot of people will just burn this end off and tie it or whatever. I'm going to do this a little differently. Get some more rope here. Get enough, I might be able to hang this. There. You know the old saying, give a guy enough rope and he'll hang himself. Now this one's already been burnt, but I don't want that. Let's see if I can get it apart. There's one. Now what I'm going to do is make a loop on the end of this. Now I want a loop big enough that I'll be able to thread this all through there and hang it around a board up there. So I'm going to make kind of a big loop. Normally I don't quite make them that big, but I want plenty of room. And you need these tag ends. That ought to be enough. Now my father-in-law showed me how to do this years ago. Set those on there like that, and if you untwist this, they're twisted pretty tight, but if you can get it started, it seems the farther you go, the easier it is. What you want to do is get that opened up so you can pull one of these through there. And then you go to the next. I went under this one, so I'm going to go right to the next strand. There's 3 of them. And I'm going to put this one through there. And now I'm going to take this one back around this way and go through the last one that doesn't have one under it. And see how that looks. That don't look, once I get it pulled tight, we'll see how it looks. That don't look right. So I think I'm going to take this one. I need to go back under that same one, but I'm going to go this way around to it. Pull them all tight. That looks better. That looks good. So what I have is this. Now I go, it doesn't matter which one you start with. You just want to, it's under this one. The very next one around the corner, you go over, and then you go under the next one. And you do the same thing here. It's under, over, under. And then we want to go under this one here that doesn't have one under it right now. And we're working our way back down the rope. And this will hold a lot of weight because, and won't slip, because the more you pull on it from here, this will tighten up on your strands. You're just braiding it back down there. I was going to get a hemp rope or a cotton rope to do this, but I was afraid any natural material like that, not only will it rot, but some critter might take a notion to start chewing on it, where I don't think I have that to worry about with this poly rope. But poly rope, sunshine will deteriorate it, so I'm going to have it up out of the way where the sun can't shine on it when it's just hanging. Of course, above the kayaks will be up out of the way, but any of this extra rope is hanging down that you're pulling on, I'm going to have to tie it up or hang it up kind of high. I laid my index finger open today with that roll that I had my bungee strap on. It was just like a 50-foot roll of bungee strap, and it hurts. I stuck my finger in the end of the roll to unwind some of it off, and it spun around. It was metal. Man, it cut me open. There it is. I think I can go under one more and have a little less of a tag in down here. It helps to stick your tongue out when you're doing this stuff. It looks like right here, when they made this rope, there was a end or something. There's a little spot right there in the rope. But there's that. Now I'm going to hang around. Hang this end up there on a chain I've got set up, and fasten this end around a board up there, and then we'll be ready to try to pull those kayaks up.